Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts. You really went all out in practice today. Are you testing new components? You had an incredible pace in practice. Would you say that you're pretty comfortable with the car? Appreciate your time.
Welcome again then, and we hope you're ready for another fantastic session as the teams prepare to unleash their cars for qualifying at the Canadian Grand Prix. When it comes to getting lap time out of this circuit, it's traditionally been about maximising top speed. Do you simply remove as much downforce as possible, hang on in the corners and max out down the straights?
The teams will have arrived with all manner of parts designed to capitalise on the long straights. The cars will be that much harder to drive in the corners, but everyone will be in the same boat.
Fantastic. That was the fastest lap. There's only one lap of fuel remaining. Understood, stopping this lap. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top three today. Thomas, Vettel and Valtteri Bottas. With qualifying wrap.
All right, I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good...
We're back once again beside the St. Lawrence River here in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. The event first moved to a variant of this track back in 1978. It was won by none other than Gilles Villeneuve, the first Canadian to ever win his home race, and in whose honour the circuit would be renamed. We'll be seeing top speeds of around 210 miles an hour here at the circuit Gilles Villeneuve, with around two-thirds of the lap taken at full throttle. High-speed chicanes spell potential danger, especially at the infamous Wall of Champions. And watch out for overtaking into the hairpin and the final chicane. A warm welcome to Anthony Davidson, who's beside me in the commentary box today. Now, let's start with the obvious topic, Devon Button. As with all the drivers at this level, they have a lot of ambition. But Formula One's a daunting step up from any other series, so expectations are high right from the start.
That's right, it is a difficult environment to come into. In junior categories, you're competing against drivers with similar levels of experience. But some of these guys in Formula One have been there for over a decade. But I have to say, in this case, it's so far so good.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Thomas lines up on pole position, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Butler, Max Verstappen, and Faber, Perez, Sainz, Magnussen, and Kimi Raikkonen, Stroll, Grosjean, Daniel Ricciardo, and Hulkenberg, Gasly, Giovinazzi, Daniel Kvyat, and Robert Kubica. Russell and Lando Norris starts from the back of the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
You should have some... We're looking good from the start. You are in first position, front of the pack. Vettel is behind you. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 5 laps till the end. Behind. We've reached a worrying level of wear on the internal combustion engine. Let's try and keep the revs down. Early upshifts, later downshifts. Vettel is behind you. The gap to the car behind is 2.0 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 1 lap old. The time last lap was a 1:21.2. Job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. There's a significant amount of wear on the engine now. Vettel behind. Our gap behind is 2.2 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 3 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 16.9. Okay, tyres still looking good, Nick. Let's keep them that way for as long as we can. You're leading the pack. P1 Vettel is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 2.0 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. This is your final lap of the race. You are in first position, front of the pack, Vettel behind. The gap behind us is 1.9 seconds. They're on fresh softs. This is your final lap of the race. Absolutely awesome, just amazing. Well done.
And Mercedes have pulled off a great victory here today. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team. And they certainly deserve it. Let's see what effect this result has had on the drivers' standings. Thomas increases their championship lead. Let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
There's a few contenders, but George Russell definitely stood out, I think. A really solid drive from him today, and one I'm sure the fans enjoyed.
Let's move on to the constructors. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile, good work from Racing Point this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. Well, looks like your luck has changed. Things went a lot better than last weekend, didn't they? You must be thrilled to be up on the podium. Your team hasn't been investing in development of the car recently. What's the reason behind that? Appreciate your time.